condition.
Somebody abandoned him at the co-op.
Just left him there.
Just left him there.
Deep in the interior of British Columbia, at the Rust Bro shop,
Come on.
Mike has started bringing home more than just rusty cars.
I mean, I don't know what it is about me, but I just seem to attack strays. I got stray dogs, stray cats, stray cars. He stayed there all night, and I mean, he was coming up to every vehicle and just, I know, looking for his owner. I couldn't leave it sitting there in the parking lot.
No.
I have a hard time saying no because I firmly believe in karma. You don't screw people, you don't get screwed. Somebody needs a hand, you give it to them. My dad taught me that a long, long time ago.
It's got good energy, man.
I know. I don't need another dog. Like I said,
It needs you, though, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
What are you gonna name her?
How about Buick?
How about Lincoln?
Lincoln, that's a good name. Let's call him
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Where can we tie him up where he's not gonna hurt himself? How about here? Oh yeah, peeing on everything, like you own it already. Let's see if he acclimatizes.
Mike's biggest obstacle is his big heart. He tries to help everybody out. That comes back to bite him in the ass every time.
Oh yeah, he'll be a great watchdog. Lick everybody to death and let him rip us off blind. Perfect. Okay, we got work to do.
That's gonna work out good.
Okay, well, welcome to my madness.
Finding a home for the dog will have to wait. Mike has a buyer who wants to take a look around his car collection.
Janet seems like a very cool woman. I'm sure she's pretty tough. She's the only female ferry captain in the fleet.
I have a Class 1 license,
Yeah.
and I drive a boat, so I'm not the normal girl.
Well, there you go. Special. She's in a muscle car. She does the work herself. So we're going down to look at some Mustangs. Oh, where can the Mustang be? I bought these cars to restore. I can't just sell them all. But for Janet, I'm willing to humor the possibility just a little bit.
Didn't work.
I know.
You buy one that's already done, it's a lot of money. When you do it yourself, you get the passion of doing it and the glory of saying, I did this.
There it is, the green one. It's got the GT hood, got
No.
the turn signals in it, right?
It's got the turn signal in it? Oh yeah, they do
Yes.
too.
68 was the last year for the 289, so this might actually be a pretty rare one.
That's what I'm rebuilding right now. It's
Oh,
289.
wow.
What are you asking for this one?
I hadn't really...
How about $3,000?
No.
How about 35?
No. You gotta do better than that. That shell's solid. Somebody's already done 2-3 grand worth of work just on the shell.
$4,000?
Okay, that's fair. Thank you. I'll load them up. Well, I really like seeing the cars that I've been saving all these years go to some place where they're finally gonna get finished. And that is important to me, knowing they're going to a good home.
What did you get for that one, Mike?
$4 grand. I think I almost broke even.
Breaking even? It's a really good way not to make any money.
It's gonna be tight, but I think it'll make it. You're almost looking athletic there, Abe.
I am. I'm like a goddamn gazelle, Mike.
You know what I found, though? No matter how shitty they are, once you put air in the tires and drag them out, they look better.
You know, Mike, you just made $4,000. You can make a hell of a lot more money than that, finishing one and selling it.
Back at the shop, Connor's hatched a plan to find a home for another car.
That's better. Oh, no, the back one looks like shit.
His dad's 1966 Satellite ragtop.
There. It's good enough to take some pictures of anyways.
My old man finished the Satellite a few months ago, and he's been dragging his feet selling it. He's trying to wait for the right buyer.
What are you doing?
Taking some pictures of your car.
For what?
Try to sell it.
That Satellite's super rare. I really don't want to sell it. It's not just going to anybody. It's got to go to the right guy.
The Satellite was the top model in Plymouth's Belvedere line. Known to fans as one of the cars that brought the Hemi engine from the racetrack to the street, it could go from 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds.
We did the hair in the wind, 440 big block, did the disc brakes, suspension, stainless exhaust. It's just one cool ride. Everywhere that thing goes, people are looking and wishing it was them.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it out on some social media, right?
Like what types of social media?
We have a Rust Bros page.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
let's see.
I got front 3/4 and an interior and under the hood.
But you're missing the most important one.
What's that?
Well, me. my car.
We want to sell it, not scare
No,
the
I-
children.
no.
Okay, that's a good angle right there. Okay.
Jeez.
It'll be hashtag overspent, hashtag blown budget.
Hashtag looks good.
Asking, what are we asking?
50K.
50K.
It's worth 60 grand.
It's only worth 30, but something's only worth what someone else is willing to pay for it. And he needs to figure that out.
50K OBO.
No, if you have to ask your mom or your wife, don't bother. I'm not gonna budge on the price. I know what the car's worth. I owe that car at least to find it a good home. I'm not selling it to some cheapskate.
You
Okay?
hit post. Look, Rust Bros posted.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah.
Cool. Dragging me kicking and screaming into the 21st century. I've been dragging this one around a long time. It looks like a POS, but don't let the way it looks deceive you.
After selling a Mustang this morning, Mike's wondering if there could be a big payday in restoring one.
We started restoring this years ago. From what I can remember, this was a solid car. I like the 66 Mustang because it was basically the first muscle car. They sold millions of them. Parts are cheap like dirt, and everybody loves a Mustang.
Mustangs were the first pony cars, a type of car defined by their small size, affordability, style, and performance, designed to appeal to the younger generation. In 1966, they cost just $2,500.
Is this?
This is the blue and white
This
one they
is the-
used to do donuts out in the field in.
Yeah, it had the white sides.
The white sides with the blue doors.
It had
and
the
four-
it had the turbines
the
on
turbines.
it. 4-speed, 289. You told me you were gonna build this for me 15 years ago.
Did I?
That was the deal. This was supposed to be my car.
Well, that's not the first lie I've ever told you. Won't be the last.
As a kid, it was pretty exciting when my dad told me we were gonna build this Mustang for me for grad, and then my dad got too busy and it just kind of got pushed aside.
It was in a lot better shape 15 years ago. This thing actually ran really good.
It did.
I'm used to it now, but this was like the first big one that was really close and he just gave up on.
Avery. It's basically a rust-free car.
It looks pretty rusty
looks
to me
pretty
for a
rusty.
rust-free car.
That's patina, buddy. Patina.
Here's the question. What is this car worth finished?
You find them for sale all the time, 25 to 35 grand.
And believe it or not, it was a complete running car when we
You
tore
think
it
a guy
apart.
could
You put a fuel-injected 5-liter in
5-liter
it.
motor, right? We can go for the 5-speed, make it drive, make it handle, mini tub in the back, a discreet muscle car. It's not gonna look that big, but when the guy hammers on it and it blows the doors off a brand new one, it's gonna be cool. So you guys think this is a good one?
Yeah, I think we should do this one. If we got parts, you got parts. Use some of the stuff up you got.
When you sell it, you can just give me the money. How's that sound?
Let's go get the truck, drag this puppy up to the shop. Then we can start looking for parts. Okay. The good thing with tires with air on it. Just push. Little slide. I mean, the back ones are rolling, aren't they? Yeah. Beauty.
That wasn't even that bad.
No. Let's see what we can find here. I know there's got to be a shitload of stuff for it. Where's my keys?
Mike and Connor have hauled the Mustang shell back to the shop. Now, they need to track down the rest of the car.
I mean, over the years, I bought doors, fenders, hood, trunk, all the parts for that car. Okay. I don't have a clue.
No, you don't.
He's got parts scattered all over the place. Chances are he's lost a bunch of them already because it's been so long.
Actually, what are these?
Look at that Mustang door. Pretty solid doors.
They're brand new. They've never been on a car.
We're getting lucky so far. First container, you actually found something that we need. Okay, we need a pair of fenders and a hood.
There's no fenders in here. Oh, don't think there's anything in that one.
Hey, what's this?
What's what?
I think that's our brand new Mustang fenders. And there's a pair of them here. There is nothing in this container, I think.
I've been wrong once or twice before. You don't see a Mustang hood in there, do
No,
you?
not in here.
Where is the hood?
I don't know, man.
Okay, there's one more spot to check. We gotta find that hood. I mean, it's an original one, it's mint. I need the hood. Back wall there. We might have something here. Aha!
Is that it?
I recognize that color of blue. Narrow hood. No, I was wrong. No Mustang hood. Shit.
My dad started and stopped working on this car 3 times in the last 18 years. I wouldn't be surprised if this car never gets finished.
Okay, there is one more container. We can just take a quick look. It's the mystery container. No. What did I do with my keys? Connor, did I give you the keys? Yes, I did. You opened the container.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
It was unlocked.
What did we do with the keys? Oh,
I don't know, but while you look, I'm gonna sit in the shade.
me.
I bet if you swear about it, you'll find them faster.
Are you me around?
I'm not you around.
Could have swore I had them. It could be anywhere.
Yes, they could.
The keys. What did we do with the keys? Where'd you put it? Is there anything behind that? What's in this?
Where did you put your keys?
I think I'm just gonna go home and cry for a while.
Every day's Groundhog Day with you.
He needs more organization around here, right? He needs a better system for it. It's a disaster here right now.
Are you sure they're not in your pocket?
Yeah, I just checked 22 different times. Could take a look upstairs, will you? I'll pack some of this shit over the car.
Oh, hey,
What?
what's this?
What?
Look
What?
in the trunk of the Mustang. What do you see?
My keys! Aha! It's amazing you put a fender on a car and it starts to look like a car. Okay,
Okay, mystery container.
why don't we see a hood?
I don't know.
So we're short a hood. I'm not having a good day here. How do you lose a hood? Bad karma. Connor,
What?
we might just have to go for a little road trip parts hunt. If I have to order one, it's not gonna be stock. It's not gonna fit. It's gonna take weeks.
Here. Your keys.
Oh.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh, let me guess. A little old lady used to drive it.
That's right.
Yeah, I bet.
On the other side of town, Avery and Cassidy are visiting salvage master Big Donnie, aka the Great White Shark, in search of an engine for the Mustang.
Looks clean. How many K is on the engine?
Oh, look, she only went to church on Sundays.
You know, this engine's a good engine. And the nice thing about it, all the pieces are here.
How much do you want to pay me for the motor?
That motor's worth maybe $200.
Are you sick in the head?
Sometimes, yes. I'm here, aren't I not?
The plan when I see Avery coming into the yard, how much we're going to empty his pockets. Well, I'm not selling it for $200.
Well, what do you want for it?
$400 bottom dollar. You're not getting it for less than that.
You better give us the transmission for $400.
$450. You get the tranny.
$425.
Oh, okay, I'll do that because I'll just strap the tranny anyhow.
Well, then why don't you just give us the
No,
transmission?
I'm not giving you the tranny.
For that price, I'm not taking it out gently.
Okay, whatever. Give me the money.
You know, why don't you get a wallet?
Can't afford it.
You're just gonna cut it.
Just like this. We're not going to be gentle with this. We're taking it out. This isn't body work. This isn't mechanical. This is salvage. It's educational time for Cassie. It's coming off. Here.
You don't have to do everything with such violence.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, we have a problem with these motor mounts.
What's the problem?
Well, we probably should save them. It's harder to cut the motor mounts out than it is to undo the nuts on them.
I think that's the first I've ever heard you say that.
Well, every once in a while it'll come out.
Anything else to pull, or is this gonna be...
We'll attempt to pluck it out of here. Believe it or not, we got to try to be a little bit careful with this. We'll give a little lift on it and see what it does. It's all right to wreck everything else around it. Just don't wreck the main piece you're taking out.
You're still connected right there. Might be caught on, like, the pipes on this side.
Oh, man. It's caught on the steering shaft. It ain't gonna come out like that. I hate this car. Here, get my favorite tool. Perfect. Let's get this thing out of here.
All right. There you go.
Look at that.
Ah, looks like home.
Not far away,
Blair!
Maggie, I'll get you for this time.
I need a hood for 66 Mustang.
Mike and Connor are at the home of another Rust Valley car collector, Blair Tukowski, hunting for the Mustang's final missing piece.
I got one here somewhere. Got to look around, maybe. I don't know. I got hoods here and there, so.
I know, you got shit everywhere. Your yard's worse than mine. Blair's got some of the best stuff around. If it's rare, he's got 4 or 5 of them. Charger.
You got too many chargers, Blair.
Never too many. Look, it's growing roses. Sell it to me, Blair.
You don't need it. Focus.
I know,
Mike, Mustang.
Right, Mustang.
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 So every time we come to Blair's place, my old man buys shit he doesn't need.
What the hell is this, Blair?
He's like a kid in a candy store walking around here.
Charger hood. Connor's been waiting to take the Mustang for test drive for 13 years, so he's got more patience than me. We gotta find a hood. Yeah, keep looking. If Blair figures he's got one here, he's got a photographic memory. No. Hey,
There's a hood over there.
this looks like a Mustang hood. I only see one little ding. Pretty good shape. It's even got hinges. I'm sure this is it, man. Blair, what do you want for it?
Oh, I got it worth $500.
500? There's a dent.
Oh, I know, but
200.
they're all tight.
I know it's being tight, but how long's it been here? It needs a good home.
Okay, well, I'll trade you something down the road as well.
Okay, well, I'll meet you halfway. $300 trade value.
Okay.
Okay, done deal. Okay, let's load her up. Let's get her out of here before he changes his mind. Got a screaming deal. Blair knows I'm good for it down the road. Everybody's happy. Ooh, soft. Soft and gentle.
Okay, well, we ready?
I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
Thanks, Blair.
Till next time, Mikey.
Go ahead. Get the feel.
Ooh, that sounds wicked.
Back at the shop, Mike is meeting with a buyer for the 66 Satellite.
You look really good in the car. Red head, yellow car. Nice tone.
I'll give you 30 cash right now.
No, 50K. That's my bottom dollar.
But he won't budge on the price.
Nobody
Bust the bill.
starts at their bottom dollar.
I do. Basically, when I set a price point, it's like a litmus test. Is the guy serious, or is he just wasting my time?
Bit rich for me right now.
I got about 60 into it. I'm not ready to give it away yet. Okay, man, thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Well, did you sell it or what?
That kid's got no money. He's dreaming.
What do you mean he's got no money?
He offered me 30 grand.
Mike!
It's not enough.
Thinking Mike's hard, he really doesn't want to sell the car, and he'll make any excuse that he possibly can to hold on to it. Should have worked him a little bit, Mike.
I did. I told him I wanted 50. Starts at 30. Well,
Did you even budge from 50, though?
tell the guy what I want. That's what I want. And Avery and Connor, they just want me to sell it. They don't care who to, but it's a special car. I've got a lot of time and effort into it, and I want it to go to someone that's going to appreciate it. I mean, it's not a car for everybody. If I can't get what I want out of it, it's going to sit here.
Steering hooked up to it?
I don't know. Oh, we're winning. Head of the game.
Well, look at that. Okay.
The partially completed 66 Mustang has been sitting outside the shop for a few days.
Push! Get her up to speed. Ah!
Does my old man have anywhere he wants us to start?
I think he wanted to start with the taillight bulbs.
This morning, Mike is nowhere to be found.
I'm frustrated with this car, like with my dad not finishing it.
I guess it's starting from square one. We got to do motor, tranny, drive shafts, all the fuel lines.
He just puts them aside and quits worrying about them. And it's pretty frustrating to see him do that all the time.
What do you want to start with?
I don't know.
Come on, baby. Come to Papa.
In the back corner of his yard, Mike's put everything on hold to help out a neighbor.
I had this old 650 CFM air compressor sitting out front of my yard.
Mike salvaged this 50-year-old air compressor from his scrapyard 10 years ago.
I still don't know if it runs, but my buddy Ted is in serious trouble. Hey, Ted. Oh, here she is.
She's a big old beast.
Oh, yeah. But instead, if you can get it running, you're more than welcome to use it. Ted does a ton of sandblasting. It's his livelihood, and his compressors are down, so when he doesn't have air, it's pretty hard to sandblast. Where do you want it?
Actually, right here.
It looks better in your yard than it did in mine, Ted. Yeah. Let's cut them locks off, see what we got in there. Maybe there's some treasure. Where's a dipstick? Is there any oil in it?
Black grease.
Don't see any water in it, though, Ted. It's a good sign. See if it sees. Yeah, she's moving.
It turns.
It's halfway there, Ted. I'll leave it with you. I hope you can get that POS running, because I don't know anything about diesels. Enjoy. Fucking let me know how it turns out.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Hey, no problem.
Used auto parts specialist, they would call me.
A few days later, Mike's hired his neighbor and friend, Dave Schwant. Dave's first job? Detailing the Mustang engine Avery salvaged from Big Donnie's.
Are we painting all the motor mounts and everything? Or?
I would think so, yes. How can you have a shop and have no soap?
What are you cackling about over there, Avery?
Gonna use a little bit of shampoo on her. Smell that.
I can smell
It
it.
smells nicer than your dad.
Well, that's not hard to beat, though.
Connor and Avery are cleaning up the Mustang's transmission.
You know, when we get done with this transmission, it'll be smelling fresh as a daisy. The only time we'll need an air freshener in this car is if Mike's driving it.
That how you sweep the house, too?
Yeah.
I bet your wife doesn't ask you to do chores often.
That's how you get out of them. Isn't that much nicer?
Yeah, that almost looks like something could go in a car.
That's that dandruff shampoo. It'll keep the paint from flaking, Connor. There we go. Work it. Okay, where's a couple bolts at?
How's it going there, MCM? How's a muscle car MacGyver going?
We're getting her.
We gotta start getting this car put together. It's been 13 years in the making. There, give it a wiggle. It's gonna be really cool to see it finished. Late's better than ever.
It's going.
Yeah.
Let's put the motor in there. Pull down on the back of the transmission.
Push down on the back of the tranny.
Roll her back a little. Hey, pull the foot.
Guys. Okay, drop her down, eh?
Pull it back a little bit.
Motor forward.
Okay, right about there. My hole's lined up.
Avery's not in yet. Yeah, it's like what?
Did somebody get the wrong mounts
Yeah,
on
these
the
are
wrong
the wrong
side?
motor mounts. We can't get it to bolt up. Motor mounts won't line up. And we can't put this motor in the car. It should be straight down, not out at a 45. Someone grabbed the wrong mounts for this thing. I wasn't here.
Neither was I.
Who pulled the motor out?
We pulled the motor and I didn't take the motor apart.
Dave did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm phoning Dave. Dave, the motor mounts for the 302, they don't fit.
Those are the mounts that you supplied.
Okay, he said those were the ones that were on it.
I don't care what he said. We're here, he's not. They're the wrong mounts.
Well, I don't know. I never took it apart. Supposed to, but Aver's just giving her.
You know what?
Oh,
Quit
do you remember?
passing
I'm
the
just
buck.
saying, where
I
the
never I took the motor out, Mike. I took nothing
Well,
else
was there
apart.
another piece
Stop
there?
taking the
Was there another piece?
I don't know, Mike. You were there.
took it out.
You should know where it's at. It's your car.
Avery.
It's your car, Mike. How come you don't know where it goes?
Well, what did you unbolt when you took it out?
I'm tired of the conversation.
Do you remember?
I don't care.
Like every time we turn around, a circus. Like what the
You wanna know why every time you turn around it's
You're doing 10 things
Because you're
at
doing
once.
10 things
Right.
at once. You build one car at a time,
that's
or
right.
2 cars at
I
a
know.
time, and that's it.
I know.
Told you that before you even started this.
Missing parts have derailed restoration of a '66 Mustang Mike once promised to his son Connor.
But Dave said those were the mounts that were on it.
Well, you don't tear
I just
apart.
keep going over because it'll heal
Well,
itself,
Dave just
Mike.
said they were the mounts that were on it.
I don't give a what Dave says. Dave's not here, is he?
Whatever, I gotta go. You're gonna have to figure out what we need, and I'll have to deal with this later.
Nothing fits, nothing's right. We should have just left it down in that field to rot.
It got taken apart. Somebody decided to pull the mounts off. They probably threw them in the garbage because there was new ones for it. They're the wrong ones. It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal, Ave. I feel guilty about not getting the Mustang done. Connor was disappointed, but most I feel guilty about was not being there because I was always working. Let me go look one more time in the Mustang
I'm
part.
sure there's probably an adapter.
Let me go look.
The right parts are there.
Maybe I should quit picking on Avery. His memory's no better than mine. Mustang parts. So I know we've got the parts laying around. I mean, the kid's right. We got to get this car done. Aha! I think these are them. These got to be them. Avery! I think those are them, no?
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, these are the right mounts.
Good.
Mike needs to stay focused. There needs to be some organization. We're gonna be in the poorhouse over this thing.
Who can remember, Ave?
You just can't.
You can. Come on, Link, let's go. Get in the back. Get in the back. Good boy. You gonna go see Ted? Yes, we are.
Once again, Mike is taking a day off from the shop to help his neighbor.
Ted said he's having a hard time getting that compressor running, so we're gonna go see if we can't get it running for him.
Ow! Jesus!
Don't yell at him. He's sensitive.
Sensitive.
Lincoln!
Mike! Mike!
I wonder if this is part of the reason we abandoned him.
Oh! That dog is a menace to society. You need to find that dog a home, Mike. It's not that I don't like dogs.
Okay, stop.
But this dog is insane.
Avery, the dog needed help. I can help him, so I'm gonna. He'll mellow out, maybe in a couple years. He's a good dog. My word's good, even to a dumb dog. Gotta let him burn off some energy. Let's go. And he's off. 45. 46. What a good boy.
That dog's insane.
Are you having any luck with this monstrosity, Ted?
Well, it runs, but barely, and then it quits.
Well, Abe, you want to...
Let's take a stroke it up.
Okay.
Mike's hoping Avery can get the old compressor running and get his neighbor Ted back to work sandblasting.
Whoa! There's something smoking there. What do you think, Dave?
Put the battery charger back on there.
Okay.
The problem with this old stuff is that you never know what somebody's done to this, whether it's been modified, whether they cut something out of it. You do not know what you're dealing with. It could have a fuel problem where the flapper could be closed off on the inside. You got a vacuum cleaner?
Perfect. Hey, what's going on?
Work it around in there a bit. We need a piece of board. If this thing has a runaway, you gotta put it over the end of that intake manifold. You know, this compressor's got a green leaker in it. They're a good motor, but they do have a few quirks to them. They'll have a runaway, go to about 15,000 RPM, and literally explode like a hand grenade. We need to get something flat to put over top there.
How about a piece of tin?
That's fine. It is dangerous. It's nothing to toy with.
Right there.
Perfect. Okay, this has a runaway. You'll know it'll go to about 9 billion RPM. Open the air valve out so it's got a free flow, so it'll just blow as soon as it starts up.
Okay.
We'll try it again. Got enough starter power. Need a can of ether. Ether is just a starting aid. And what it does is raise the combustion point in the cylinder to help the motor start.
Beautiful.
That's good.
It runs. Ted can use it. I just grew up like that. You help people if you can.
I think it's gonna run perfectly fine.
That thing runs like a top.
It's a Detroit.
Hey, look at all this nice iron. This is cool. Oh, look at the caddy rag.
Oh, cool. Wow, look at that.
The next morning, in a town just outside Rust Valley,
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Revelstoke Vintage Car Club, thank you for all you guys that traveled so far to make our car show such a success.
Connor and Avery have a plan to help Mike sell his 66 Satellite at the annual Revelstoke Show and Shine.
Revelstoke, there's gonna be a lot of money there, a lot of people that like these old Dodges.
Where am I parking?
Keep coming, Mike. Mike, keep coming.
If my dad doesn't sell this car in Revelstoke, I think he's gonna have a really hard time trying to sell it down the road.
Perfect.
We gonna try to sell this thing today or what?
That's the plan.
Where's your for sale sign?
Where is our for sale sign, Avery?
How do you advertise?
You're in charge of that. Connor and Avery, they don't care. They just want the money. But that's a nice car. It's got to go to the right home. I don't want this car abused. I've got too much time and too much effort into it.
Hey.
Oh, what?
Go buy an air cleaner for this thing. Like, where'd you dig that out of the barn?
Okay.
You spend 50 grand restoring something and you slap a 30-year-old air cleaner in it. Attention to detail really sells these cars.
Yeah.
Look, like, what is that?
Oh, is it gonna buff off, Avery? Well, it looks a little better.
What else did you guys forget? You guys clean the interior?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Didn't even vacuum the
couldn't
carpets.
Well, we looked for a vacuum this morning, couldn't find it. It looks pretty good.
Hey,
What?
look at your satellite decal. That's not supposed to be like that. That's bent.
You're right. Somebody hit that. See, look, it hit there and bent it down.
When people are buying these cars, they want perfection. They see a broken badge, and they'll think, what else is broken on this car?
Those are brand new.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Dropping 10 grand off the price.
Okay, hang on.
Leave it alone. You're gonna break it off.
Organization is not my key to success. I'll be the first one to attest to it, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to stay a little more focused.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, well, hang on, let's just see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave it. It's gonna stand out like a sore thumb. And we're surrounded by perfect cars. If ours isn't perfect, it's not gonna sell.
You got a box of shit in the back of the car. Is
Yeah, Mike.
there anything in there? You got?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh, did I hear an O?
hang on, I gotta be careful.
What's in there, Mike?
Oh, look.
Look, the second set. How fortuitous is that? Careful.
Ooh, look at how shiny that is.
Hey,
Look at that.
look at that.
How much are you asking for this heap?
I'm asking 50, your best offer. I might even break even at that price.
Wow. You're asking too much money for it.
Bullshit. But I've just got that number in my head, and if I get close to it, I'm gonna take it and run. Somebody else can take a shit kick, and I'm not gonna.
What do you think?
Well, it's beautiful.
Does it burn rubber?
It will annihilate the tires off this thing.
I would offer you 30.
You know what? You take this thing for a ride, you'll fall in love with it, my friend.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Woohoo!
It's got good power.
It's very, very strong.
Sounds nice to say that right now.
What do you figure? 49?
No,
48, maybe? Come on.
it's tempting.
You know what? How about you come around to 45? What do you think?
It's up to my wife.
Can I go?
Okay, 45 is yours.
Sold.
Yeah, you're happy?
Yep.
You know what? We're finally getting some good luck for a change. If we can keep Mike focused, we'll probably come out of here with a little bit of money. That's a nice car. I think you guys will get lots of happiness out of it.
Hey, Brad, we got some Mustang parts here.
Nice.
I know, both time. I think the rad's in the other box. Hopefully that's the drive shaft.
A week later, Mike is pushing hard to finish the 66 Mustang.
I am trying to change my ways. It'll make me feel good, finally see the Mustang done, fulfill a promise I made to my son. I gave him my word, and I'm just a little slow sometimes. We're crawling towards the finish line here, guys.
You go hop in the car and bump it over.
Well, why don't I get
helper.
Mike, Connor, and Dave are installing the Mustang's fuel injection system.
This build's been really hard on me and my dad just because, you know, there was some stuff that we didn't agree on or see eye to eye with, whatever. So we need to get it done. We need to get it out the door. And I'm looking forward to see it on the road.
You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Whoa! Oh.
Hold on, let's do that again. That ain't running very good.
Sounds like it's missing.
Yeah. Throttle, I'm at the throttle. That's not me moving the throttle. That's it going better.
Shit. So you're saying we got another problem?
Yeah, it's all problems. So we either got injectors down or bad plugs or a bad tap and rotor or... I don't have no idea. It's missing pretty badly. We got to figure out where the miss is coming from. Could be an injector, could be a bad spark plug, could be something. Every step we seem to take, we got to go back 2 more.
Okay, let's try it one more time. Here we go.
Yep.
Five's not firing.
How do you know?
Because the pipe's has to be hot.
Yeah, it should burn your finger. Yeah, it's just warm.
So I got one injector not firing right there.
I remember my dad saying, hey, I got all the parts. We can put it together. It'll be easy. Well, guess what? It's not working.
Fire it up. Well, we're getting power.
You got a bad injector.
Yeah, it ain't right. Why can't anything be easy?
This is gonna be a $100,000 Mustang by the time we're finished. This reminds me of a song. We got dozens of no friends, and the problems never end. You know, life is a party.
The finish line is in sight for Mike's 66 Mustang, but he can't get the engine started.
It's just been problem, problem, problem. This is one problem I don't need, and I definitely can't afford.
Okay, we have another set of injectors.
Connor scrounged up a spare injector from out in the yard.
It's a little better.
Well, whatever, just plug it in, see if it works. Boy, that sounds nasty.
Just wait till you drive this thing.
Doesn't that sound better?
Nice! At least it runs good. Yeah, that makes me happy that it's alive. I feel really good about this. It's been a long time coming for this motor and this car to get running, and this thing runs nice. It's smooth. It gets us one step closer to getting this car out the door. Sounded pretty good. Sounds really
Very
good.
happy.
Avery, bring it out!
A few days later, Mike's buckled down and is ready to show Connor the finished 66 Mustang.
Holy shit.
Told you I'd finish it, kid.
Woo!
What do you think?
Looks good.
I think so, too.
I didn't think I'd ever see this thing finished.
Me neither.
Well, even if it is 13 years later, who says your father can't finish a project?
Hey, good things take time.
This thing here is a premium cherry, this car. It's even the right color.
This car's got the classic styling. It looks nice. It looks all stock inside and out. Taillights look good.
All new lenses, new glass, rims look good.
They do, yeah.
Look at that upholstery. That stock looks sick. Open the hood, check her out. Haven't seen it all complete. Looks good, eh?
It does.
But be careful, because it'll peel your eyelids back, this thing. It's got a bit of pep in it.
Should.
Yes.
This car is really overpowered for the weight of it. It's got fuel injection, 5-speed, lots of power. It's scary. Like, hang on tight, hold on for dear God, and Jesus.
It's taking a while, kid. Sorry it took so long. Let's go for a burn.
Am I driving?
Of course you are.
Ooh. Shall we?
Shall we? Give her. This thing is sick. Oh, Jesus, Connor. Then I'm pretty sure we shouldn't have a hard time selling this thing. This thing's got some balls.
Would have been a lot better driving it when I was 16, though, that's for sure.
Might last a little longer.
You know, it may not be graduation, and I may not be 16 years old. Probably a good thing, but it's nice to go for a cruise with this thing with my old man. Kind of good feeling.
Well, like I said, Connor, 13 years has gone by, and, you know, I wasn't around much, but I'm glad I finally got the shop built, Connor. Glad you can help us build some cars. It's nice hanging out with you.
I guess better late than never. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Better late than never, that's right. I think so, too. Sorry it took so long, kid. My dad was around when I was growing up. Same thing. I wasn't around much when Connor was growing up. It's really important that we get to do some things that he's going to remember when I'm gone. Proud of you, kid. You turned out not bad.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm getting emotional. You want a hug?
No, I don't want a hug.
Mike! Bill! You got my guitar? Oh, Bill, that's awesome, man. Look at that.
At the shop, Bill, an old friend of Mike's own father, stopped by with a special gift.
It's a hubcap off my dad's car. Beautiful thing, Bill. Dad had really liked this. 1964 Merc. When my dad died, my mom gave me the car. So when Bill phoned me up and asked if I had any cool hubcaps, he wanted to make a hubcap guitar, and we went down and looked, and there was a hubcap off my dad's car. My dad was a musician.
No shit.
No shit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Me neither. But he was. So we thought it'd be cool. I learned a couple valuable lessons from my dad. When someone needs a hand, you give it to them. I mean, what goes around comes around. And hopefully when you need a hand, it'll come back. I also firmly believe in karma, and I've tried to teach Connor that too. He knew a lot of people, helped a lot of people. He'd give away our furniture, and drag people home to stay with us. Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, that's where you get yours from.
Yeah, well, whatever.
There's no whatever about it.
My dad was 60, so I'm 2 years older right now than Dad made it. And it was a real shock when he died. It was kind of weird. Never got a chance to say goodbye. That's why I'm so grateful that I get to spend time with my son. The older you get, the more you realize that what's valuable is not money. What's valuable is time. Well, let's hear it, man. Play a song for Stan.
That's why I'm a happy country boy, living out here in the trees, writing songs and playing guitars and doing whatever I please. Yeah, this started off a sad song.
Very cool, Bill.
Here you go, Mike.
Appreciate it, bro. It's special. Thanks, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
Mike, does this mean we're starting a band?
Mike and the hubcaps.
Yeah, Mike and the hubcaps.